Hello and welcome back to Breathe with Lucas and another beginner to intermediate level Hatha yoga class. Today we're finding some strength in standing. 20 to 25 minutes is often all we have, and sometimes that means we may want to focus on a specific part of our practice. Standing is a great and fine place to start when you have limited time. We can find strength in standing poses and mentally step forward into our day with a new level of invigoration just with a short practice based purely around standing. So with that being said, let's begin. Starting in Tadasana, mountain pose. So legs together, toes pointing forward in the same direction. Some like to have a 2 or 3 centimeter gap apart or further, or some may want it to completely close together. Firstly, we're going to bring our arms down to our side and just close down the eyes. Inhaling the arms outwards with the palms facing up and exhaling palms together over the heart, Anjali Mudra. Just bowing the head now towards the hands and resting. Even with these short standing focus pose such as this, still important to take some time to establish our breath awareness. We're going to go through and use an alkaline breath today in our standing practice. So inhaling through the nose, filling the belly and chest in a rolling motion. The exhale is going to be a release through the mouth and a sigh, wherever possible throughout this short practice. Just noticing here how we inhale through the nose over the top of Anjali Mudra. And as we exhale with a sigh, the pranic energy on our breath cascades over the top of Anjali Mudra. Establishing this breath awareness here, we're going to use this to guide our practice as always. On the next inhale, we're going to bring the palms out to the side, palms facing up. And just noticing how even in this pose, the chest and the heart space open, allowing that alkalinic breath to flow through easily and gracefully. On the next exhale, we're going to rise those arms all the way up above our head here into a volcano pose. And noticing even here, without too much of a stress or a strain, the back right and back left of the back body really awaken. And so to that end, we're going to apple pick just a little, or cherry pick, whatever your picking choice today. And the speed is based on where your breath is leading you. Some days faster, some days slower, keeping the palms open and just warming up that back body. We always want to focus on the back body first, as it's our most sensitive to traveling energy, especially up the Vishuma Nadi, right through the back of the middle of the back. And then on the next exhale, we're just going to bring the arms back to center, resting. And in the next exhale, we're going to bring the arms back around to Tadasana, mountain pose. The gaze is soft, the neck is soft. Inhaling those arms out again, palms facing up. Exhaling, palms together, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, letting those hands flow up and follow them up with your eyes. And exhale, bringing the arms back around to mountain pose. Moving into warrior one here, we're going to just move to the front of our mat. And letting the arms rest in mountain pose. And then on the next exhale, we're just going to shift the right foot forward slightly and take a big step back with our left, letting the left heel rest, and we just want to ensure the left and the right heels are in alignment, so shuffling is fine, and we're keeping the legs here straight. We're going to inhale the arms up, and then turning the head to the right. On the next exhale, we're just going to drop that right knee. Letting the shoulders drop here, just down a centimetre or two, and don't let that right knee go too far over the front of the ankle. We're just going to spend 5 cycles of breath here. And don't fight the pose. Any small adjustments you need to. If you need to turn your knee out slightly right at the front, that's fine. And just feeling that full stretch along the inside of the left supporting leg. And we want to carry, a good 50% of the weight over the back of that leg, distributing evenly. And the next inhale, we're going to push down with the right leg and coming up. We're going to turn the right leg in 45 degrees and twisting that left leg out 90. Resting here and then inhaling in, lifting the arms up, and exhale, falling down into Warrior Two. Once here, let those shoulders drop. Now, if this is too much for you on the arms this early in the practice, just shifting to hands on hips is fine. Gazing across the middle of the left finger, otherwise straight ahead, and keeping that gaze soft. Evening out the power to the back of the right leg, making it strong, foundational, and shifting just any weight you might need to even things up towards the back. And noticing in the right hand, right arm also provides strength and balance. And then inhaling in, we're going to press down and come up and let the arms rest into the hips. Turning the left foot in, we're staying in this wide angle pose. We're going to inhale the arms out to the side, exhale, palms together, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, we're going to follow those hands up, open them up, and exhale, we're going to come up and forward and over into wide-legged forward bend. Now we're just going to stay in extended wide-legged forward bend to begin with here. So tabletop back, straight neck, eyes are gazing forward 5 to 10 centimeters and just resting on the fingertips or palms if that's more comfortable. But from here, we're just going to get a little more liquid and continue to work on that back body. So inhaling in, and on the exhale, that alkaline exhale, we're going to just lean to the right and bend the right leg. Just feeling, keeping both feet parallel, and then inhaling back up to center. Finishing your exhale. Inhaling in, keeping that neck and back extended, and exhale, left leg bends. Beautiful. Noticing how the weight transfers not just to the leg, but the other side of the back body, and then inhaling in, coming back to center. And we're going to go one more cycle. Inhaling in, and exhale, dropping that right knee down. Just go a little lower this time if you can, using the hands to balance. And then inhale, pressing down with the hands and the base of the right leg and coming back to center, finishing your breath. Ensuring that tabletop is straight and strong. Inhaling and then exhaling, bending that left leg. Beautiful. Coming back to center. And now we're just going to go into the full forward bend. So inhale, we want to lift the head and the neck forward and straighten that back. Exhale, coming down, over cascading into the full forward bend. Bringing the head towards the earth. Opening the knees and supporting with the hands. Listening to the back before crawling back forward to extended wide-legged forward bend. And then inhale, hands on the buttocks flush, pressing down and coming up. Jumping together. Beautiful. And coming back to the front of our mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. Letting those arms rest. On the next exhale, we're just going to shuffle that right foot forward and take a big left step back. And we're going to line those heels up again. Keeping that leg straight, hands on hips. Now the next exhale, we're just going to twist ourselves forward, getting ready for warrior one. So straightening up the hips. We're going to inhale the hands out to the side. Exhale, palms together, Anjali Mudra. And then inhale, we're going to lean forward and come all the way up and over, warrior one. Now you can grip together if you like, dropping on the next exhale down the knee, or keep the hands apart. We're just going to remain here for 3 or 4 cycles of breath. Alkaline breath. On the next inhale, we're just going to come up, bringing up into warrior two, turning the hips around. We're going to turn the right foot in and the left foot out. And we're going to bring those hands back around together. Inhale, we're going to dive down, keeping the legs straight. Exhale, coming all the way up. Cascading around, then exhale, left knee down. Again, hands apart is fine. Pointing upwards, parallel, or gripping in an Anjali Mudra variation. Listening to the body. Again, don't fight the pose, make any adjustments you need. We're going to inhale up into warrior two. Arms around, twisting the hips. Bring your left foot back around, jump. Back together. Hands down by your side. Tadasana, mountain pose. We're now just going to move to the opposite end of our mat. Just for a bit of variation here. Keeping the arms resting. Inhaling the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, following the palms up. Exhale, releasing back down. Inhale, shuffling the left leg forward. Exhale, bringing the right leg back and lining up those heels once again. Keeping those legs straight and hands on the hips, just bringing our attention back to the breath, the alkalinic breath in through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. Gonna get ready for warrior three, so twisting the hips round to the right, bringing our hands together. Inhale, cascading the spine forward, up and over. Bring up into warrior one, bending the knee and coming off into warrior three. Keep that balance and let go of the struggle. Then exhale, coming back down to warrior one. And then inhaling up to warrior two. Turning the left leg in now, a right leg out. Bring the hands together. Inhale, we want to roll that spine forward. Up and over. Bringing that knee forward. And then warrior three. You might have a bigger studio than me, might not have to worry about a tree, but that's okay. Let go of the inner struggle. Nice for your balance. And then exhale back to warrior one. And up. Jumping together. Okay, and just moving back to the forward front of our mat here again. Resting the arms. Re-establishing breath awareness. We're taking a big right step back with your right foot here again. Keeping those legs straight, so straight leg warrior one. Hands on the hips. We're going to inhale those arms out there into a straight leg warrior two. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees, bring the left arm down and come into extended side angle. Another one of my faves, loving the straight, long, energetic line from the top of my fingertips all the way along the arms, the side body and down the legs into the toes. We're carrying some weight over the left supporting front leg at right angles and almost as much on the back right leg. The left arm is balance only. Exhale, bringing the right arm down and then springing back up into Warrior Two. And then bringing the right foot back forward, front of the mat, Anjali Mudra. Next exhale, we're going to bring the left leg back now, lining those heels up. We're going to keep those legs straight. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, bending that right leg, letting the right arm flow down and coming into extended side angle on your left. Feeling that yawn right across the left hand side of the body. Again, we want to evenly distribute the energy and weight of our body throughout the pose. Not too much on that right supporting hand and more than you think on the left straight leg. On the next exhale, letting the left hand drop and springing forward the left leg, and then inhale coming up to volcano, arms down and Anjali Mudra. Just moving back to the middle of our mat, standing in mountain pose. Inhale, we're going to bring the arms out to the side, palms facing up. Exhale, palms together over the heart. Inhale, following those hands up, bringing them forward into volcano, ensuring we've got an established foundation. And then the next exhale, we're going to move into intense standing forward bend, so lifting up and over and down. Now, if your hands are unable to touch the floor at this moment in time, that's fine. The shins, or you can hug behind the shins, or just the knees even. Listen to the body and respect it. We want to continue to raise the pelvis, getting it up and cascading that back over. On the next inhale, we're going to just lift the head and the chest, straighten that back into extended standing forward bend, taking a little bit of weight onto the hands and bending the legs. Just resting before, on the next exhale, we're going to lift that pelvis and straighten back into full standing forward bend, or wherever your body tells you to go. On the next inhale, bend those legs again, shift the chest and then chin forward. And then the next inhale, we're going to come all the way up to standing. Inhale again, the arms out to the side. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, letting the hands flow up. And exhale, coming down to extended standing forward bend. And then shifting to downward facing dog. Foundational pose, resting pose, strong, Adho Mukha Savasana. And noticing here how the breath continues to flow easily through down into the bottom of the torso, the top of the thighs and the back of the calves. The energy channels open and we breathe the pranic energy in and through them. On the next exhale, we're going to bring our knees to the ground into all fours. Just remaining here in tabletop and finishing your alkalinic breath before moving to hero's pose. And noticing with the time we've spent standing, although short, it's really got the energy moving in our legs. The rest lets the prana flow and we get the benefit. moving into constructive rest. Lying on your back, legs are bent, soles of the feet are hips distance apart. Under the knees, connecting with the earth. Back of the arms and hands are lying down, palms facing up. Feeling that prana flow from the small amount of work we've just done. On the next exhale, we're going to stretch out that right leg. And on the next exhale, stretching out the left leg. Bringing the hands up in the air, resting on the elbows. We're going to take an inhale in and tighten everything in our body. And then exhale, letting it all drop. Hands, legs, arms, and control. Falling into now. Noticing that subtle energy inside you, interacting with the energy in the space just aside and around you. Shifting subtle energies for the good of us and all of those around us. Listening to the breath as it enters and leaves. Observing, listening, and being. Namaste.